I'd like to take this occasion to thank all of the Periscope live stream community that engaged with me in January and February of 2020 on this Vietnam quest. Je voudrais remercier la communauté Periscope qui a participé avec moi durant cette tournée au Vietnam. Are you with people? So Anthony, but we just wanted to say hi because he's a very nice young man.
Hi, nice to
and
meet
he
all of
calls
you.
me uncle. Okay. Anyway, so let's go inside the gem market.
You were older than my dad.
Okay, possibly. Possibly. Hey uncle, it's a car. He says that he thinks I'm older than his dad, so who am I to argue, right? So we've been here before, right? And there are raw rocks and stuff, and it doesn't look like there's many people here. Hello, Mr. Mosquito, you want to see gemstones? The rubies are fancy, but we won't commit to anything. Hello. Pretty good. He was flaring different lights. He's got a little cramp on. So I'm on a live stream and I have people that are interested in learning about what they can glean from other people who know a little bit about gemstones. So I hope you don't mind we sidle up and we just have a peek at. Thank you. Would you happen to know where a person can have a setting done in Vietnam?
There's lots of places. But, do you know Time City?
Time City?
Time City.
No, I don't.
There's a girl in there who makes
out of
gem shop, and
so she'll set a stone because I've got a star sapphire that I've been dragging around for 15 years. It's still in the freaking box I bought in Burma, and I just need a proper setting. I assume for the price of the weight of the gold, you can have anything made.
And it's cheap as anything.
Would you happen to know offhand what the address would be?
Just go to anybody's Star City.
Star City. So they have like artisans that manufacture?
Sure.
I did not know this. I've been in Vietnam for a month and I cannot get a straight answer from
so
anybody.
Star City is
it's a known
world.
chain?
No, it's a Vin world. It's a Vin group, and they own.
Oh, they're like a family, and it all keeps.
They own most of.
I did not know this. Wait a minute, and so, I did not know this.
So yes, you go to Star City in Vietnam.
Okay, but they have one in Hanoi, in Saigon, and
mainly in Hanoi.
Okay,
so it's probably about 20 miles away. 20 minutes. 20
Star
minutes.
City is like
it's a
village.
With buildings with all lots of shops. Really
I've got time.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So you're looking at rubies. I'm interrupting you, aren't I?
This is spinel.
Spinner?
Spinel.
Spinel?
Spinel is like native to Vietnam.
Okay.
So it's very cheap to buy here.
Okay.
So you can buy here and sell it in London or somewhere else in Europe.
All right.
That's the plan. But I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. You could have that on the ring.
It's got a nice kind of I can't. There's a red to it, but it's sort of like a
It's a pinky red, which is
that's true.
This is a girl's colour.
Yes, and what kind of would white gold be fetching on that with a setting of white gold, or would it be platinum, or you can go
either whatever you want.
I see.
I think it's a silver.
So it has a variation on the kind of looks you can eke out of that. Well.
Interesting.
Well.
Trong hôn nhầm nó không phải thạch anh đâu, còn cái đấy lại khi cháu đeo rồi cháu tiếp xúc với người nó rất là mát.
Star City, I didn't know this. So I'm getting hearts. This is good.
Mặt anh hồng.
Cái này nó chỉ là
I just put it in the Google machine.
Nó chỉ có như thế, nó bóng cái
And
cờ
I
này
get
đó.
an answer.
mấy cây
Cái gì chỉ ra về đây mà cái nào
thế đấy mà.
Đeo nó tiếp xúc với mình về mùa hè là đeo nó mát.
So it's very hard to fake spin out. You look like a
Okay.
little inclusion.
How does
so
one
it's
spell it?
perfect.
S-P-I-N-N-O-W?
No, N-E-L.
Bọc vào tí bạc.
Oh, spinel. Okay, S-P-I-N-E-L, just the one L. Okay,
Got a
because
slight
I
little
can see it
inclusion there.
in your hand, and the camera is actually doing it justice.
Yeah, it's got luster, which is what you want. Ideally a little bit redder, but this is okay for girls, as I say.
It is. It is quite a girly color.
It's not as nice.
Yeah, it's a more orange. It's a little bit warmer.
This is more red, it's more purple.
Yeah. Yes.
More
Well,
pinky purple.
yeah. It's more orange. It's more yes, purplish. More
Nó sao trên nhiều cây.
yeah.
Đi chợ biết được chợ nào đến chợ rồi không đều bây giờ mình vất vả ra mình sang mấy trăm cây nó xa.
Cái này mà cái lá của nó học về trước ngày qua ngày ba.
This one is okay.
Yeah, you want this one?
This one. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, take this, we'll see you later.
It was nice kibitzing with you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you so much. I will. So we are looking at Chris. So I see you in the room, and is Little Miss Mosquito Coil still there? I kind of lost track. I kind of lost track of people coming here because I was very like here. You see this? These colors here. This is a purple. I see the hearts, and there's stuff in the dwarves, and there's a little poochie. Okay, so she might have come and gone. And then I kind of, I think these are supposed to be star rubies, but I don't see much of a star flare on it. But I think if you hit them with light, you might be able to get something of a flare. So there's one in a box. The connection has now cleared up. Oh, there was an issue with the connection? Okay. So that's a natural ruby, and it's a cabochon. So there you go. So that gentleman, that British gentleman, was very generous, because I kind of just, sidled up, and I don't always appreciate that when that happens to me. But yes, so we're having a peek. So he gave me a nugget of information. So generally, like a cabochon gets placed in there, but you see how this is kind of protruding? I'd like a setting where the cabochon recedes into the setting, so that it doesn't, it won't necessarily be prone to being dinged. These are nice little sculpted little things. And I don't see any scarabs. I see Buddhas, and they look like squirrels or something, but the carving's quite nice. This is kind of interesting. It kind of flares. It's sticky. I don't. Oh, because there's a thing there. But it has a bit of a flare.
it catches the light like tiger's eye. It's probably a tiger's eye, but I never saw a sculpted tiger's eye. I have an ivory, or not an ivory, but a bone, a fish hook from the South Pacific, from Fiji. I guess these are little girls' rings and things. So let's have a look at these bangles, I guess. And there's some silverware and beading. So these are boar tusks, I think. Interesting.
Sao hả bạn? Chưa nó tuần nha bạn hai mất lắm đây chưa đi lại hẹn ngay nào ngay kia lại bên chưa lại đòi trả lại lại
hàng bà biết đấy cho bạn tới ra mới nhập một nửa đấy bảo lấy hàng
đòi trả lại hàng cả trả.
I've been into and we're running a remote control, so we can look inside the boutique. And pardon me if I hit the microphone. So I don't see anything in here that strikes my fancy, but we can always come back later. I like those kind of rocks in terms of collections. It looks pretty generic in there. And then I've been in the boutique in here as well with the here's a little bonsai corner. I remember there was a gentleman here that had bonsais on this table. There were more, so these don't look like there's anybody home. Xin chào. So look at the perfume bottle. I think it's like a glass and amber. So this looks like xin chào. Oh, he's a little shopkeeper, and he's showing us all of his inventory. It's nice. These are actually quite pale. They kind of look nice, even though they're pale. They have a certain kind of look. I don't know if it's like a very pale amethyst. Or, no, I think they're aquamarines. I think it's aquamarine, not amethyst. These are amethysts. So pretty cool. That also, I believe, is an aquamarine. So I think these are better quality gems because you can see the colors are, and look at the settings here. That's quite. So Star City. Get me their toot sweet. I think I looked at the display. I guess this is like raw. And when they mine it, I guess they come in clusters like this, and then this is how they kind of chip them out. Again, I don't know a lot about gemstones. And check out the tiny, tiny little ones. I would think that you can make watch pieces out of those. A very nice piece of coral, probably very fragile. There was a lady here that I don't remember this. It was the same lady because she doesn't have the same things. Yeah, I was looking at some of those, and then I don't think we had the right price. So I'm not seeing anything that appeals to me to be mindful. So we're looking at the gentleman. I like these black rocks, although they probably. It's actually.
No. Hai cái này đã 4 triệu rồi, bớt cho 500 rồi là đấy.
I was looking at some of these.
2 triệu cái hàng này đó.
Actually, that might be the lady she changed places, and I put a quote. They do seem kind of dull.
It's okay. If she keeps these, I'll give her 5. If she keeps these till next week.